Took the long way around, look at all we found, and we live it up now. Yeah, we've come so far, made us who we are, and we live it up now. Took the long way around, look at all we found, and we live it up now.
Well, we're finally on the dirt part of the Gibb, and we're just coming up to Queen Victoria's Head, which is a rock that's supposed to look like Queen Victoria's Head, so we'll show you that. We're at the Pat Malcolm Lookout along the Gibb, not far from the Silent Grove turnoff. Some great country. I'll put the drone up and show you around anyway, but okay, so we're a little bit further along the Gibb River Road, just past, what was it called? The
Marchfly Glen.
Campground. And there's Willimundi Range. So I'll just show you that. It's spectacular. Just the rock work, and the landscape gardeners have done an excellent job here.
I think you can see in the distance over this way, the Gibb. You can just see the dust. I don't know if it shows up. The dust along wherever our car's going.
I'll point about there. That's part of the Gibb.
So you want to stick the drone up?
I'll stick the drone up.
I'll give you a look.
So we're at Bell Creek Waterhole, just up from a lookout we were just at, and it's great for swimming, no crocs. And a nice little waterfall. How's that? What do you think, honey?
Beautiful.
Very nice?
Really pretty.
Very pretty. So here we are at Silent Grove. It's a nice little camp spot. It's got water. It is 10 kilometres just before Bell Gorge on a dirt road in. Needs 4-wheel drive. There's a few river crossings. We bought our 22-foot van in here, so it's not that hard. I'll just show you our spot. Right next to the solar collector and the TV signal doobie. There's really shady spots in here. There's spring water. Apparently, according to the ranger, you can drink it straight out of the tap. It says not to. There's a sign that says boil it first. But the ranger's been drinking it for years, he said. So it's a spring-fed thing. But like anything else, it's not treated. And we've just set up. So this is our setup. Got the solar panel out because we're in a bit of shade. Got the satellite going for the State of Origin on Sunday. Got a little campfire ready to go. Someone's got her feet up, and this is our spot. That's about it. Today we're off to Bell Gorge.
It's about 10k up from Silent Grove.
Yep. And yeah, we're going to spend a half day or a full day there, swimming around and walking up to the gorge, and
We'll pack some snacks
and taking a million photos again. So we drove the 10k up the road. It's pretty easy. One little creek crossing, and we're at Bell Gorge car park.
2-kilometre return walk.
Yep. Walk off brekkie. I really don't like this sign. Here we go. This is the most sensational walk. Your walking track is right next to a creek, little bubbling brook. And
you could actually cross over a bit further back.
Yeah.
Like a bit of a river crossing.
Yep. And on the other side, there's just a rock face, beautiful rock face, and it's a bit undulating.
Because you're walking through like a riverbed.
Yeah.
You think it's just all rocks, but
yeah,
beautiful.
don't wear your thongs.
No. We've got our hiking shoes on today.
We've got our hiking shoes on today. There you go.
But yeah, it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
It is magnificent, and it's a beautiful, just nice, quiet walk. Can't beat it. Love the bush, especially here. So we're walking along the riverbed, and you can probably see by during the wet season, you wouldn't be able to walk along here. It's yeah, a few trees down, and you can see even up higher where trees got caught up in other trees and all sorts of things. So it gets up pretty high. The overfees head, which isn't hard, but well, we traversed this little bit to get across here to go. There's another walk that goes up and over and down into the lower part of the gorge. So from here we have to traverse some rocks, which Fee's doing with much ease, much grace.
Not. I'm very elegant.
Very elegant. So this gets us to this part of the gorge, which is beautiful, and you can look up at the waterfall, and it is so beautiful. Just the rock work and just the track alone in here is just spectacular. There's not much more I can say. Really, really beautiful. Well, we made it down here without an injury, which is pretty good. It's a grade 5, by the way, so not for the faint-hearted. A bit of rock scrambling involved, but the end result is So we're on our way back from Bell Gorge, and very, very pretty. This just takes your breath away. What did you think, Williams?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Could have floated around in that waterhole all day.
Yeah. And I could just sit here
In this
in
one.
a little stream, just here. Be sensational. A few fish floating around.
We need the defibrillator.
Defibrillator. Come on, where are you? Morning all, just leaving Silent Grove, and we're heading towards Manning Gorge. We did Bell Gorge from here, which was rather beautiful.
Amazing.
And had a nice swim in some very cold water, but and a bit of a trek up, but yeah, so onwards and upwards onto the Gibb again. Don't know if you can see it, but these are the corrugations. They're about 100 mil deep, some of them. Well, we finally made it to Manning Gorge. Going to be here for 3 days. We're going to do Manning Gorge from here, Adcock Gorge, and what was the other one?
Galvin.
Galvan's Gorge. So it's a good base for those three. There's toilets, showers, there's water at the Mt Barnett Roadhouse, so you can fill your tanks with water as long as you get in a line as mile long. But you can get it, and groceries and everything else. So that's pretty cool. So the campground has this wonderful boab tree. It is a real stonker, so, and the cockies love it. And we're just about to do, corellas, cockies, corellas.
They make the same noise.
They do, yeah, screaming. We're just about to do the Manning Gorge walk, which is, the first bit is to get across the river. They have some tubs down here and a little boat if you don't want to swim across, and it can get up to just above your chest height in places, which is going to be fun, isn't it dear?
Lovely. At 9 o'clock in the morning.
So yeah, and it's a 2.5k walk either way, and take some supplies with you because it's pretty warm most of the time here. Well,
and there's a queue to get across.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Here we go, Manning Gorge. No vehicles. Of course.
What about camels?
So what was the ride like on the SS lapping it up?
Bit bumpy.
Bit bumpy. So the walk's a bit of a struggle through all the rocks, but not too hard. Probably a grade 4 at the moment. They say the last 100 metres is a bit harder, down into the gorge obviously.
The landscape's very rugged though.
Very, It's a lot of it's burned out too. There's two. Love these black cockies. So it's 1 o'clock, we left at 9. We had a bit of a swim, bit of a look around, a few photos, everything else, bit of lunch, and it was a beautiful vista. Nice waterfall, eh?
It was gorgeous. On the way in we saw 2 snakes.
Yep.
So just watch for them.
Yep.
And a bit of a trek in, 2.5 k's there, 2.5 k's back.
Yeah.
Not much shade, so you're in the sun most of it.
And you get to swim the last bit, so
Yeah,
you cool off anyway.
Looking forward to that.
That's really good.
It's just beautiful though.
Yeah, we're about 3 minutes from the campground, and you know we're not puffed or anything, so it's pretty good. Much. Well, this is Manning Campground. This is our setup, and it's a good little campground. It's got heaps of spots, hey, and they're a bit dirty and dusty, but there's a lot of spots, a lot of open space. There's toilets, showers, there's a washing machine that runs 24/7, so it's a bit of a misnomer. You can have campfires here, no dump point. It's very shady, and it's right in behind the Mt Barnett Roadhouse. So there's water there, so you can fill your tanks up, drinking water. Pretty good. There's veggies and steak and all sorts of things at the Roadhouse. Petrol. So we're only about 7 k's into the bush, and it's pretty good here. Well, we had a little bit of fun getting up to Adcock Gorge.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit of a river crossing and a bit what is it? Rocky and yeah, four-wheel drive country. It was good.
So today we're doing Galvansgorge and Adcock Gorge, which Adcock's is about 50k back towards Derby from, where are we?
Manning Gorge.
Manning Gorge, that's the one. And on the way back then it was about, I don't know, another 30 k's.
Yeah.
Is Galvansgorge.
Yes.
So,
which is really close to the road. The road.
Yeah, you can actually park just on the road on the Gibb River Road
that's right.
and walk in. And I think they're both easy walks. So
yeah.
Anyway, we'll show you.
Yeah.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of water lilies here. Wonder if there's any crocs lurking around in them.
Probably.
This is called standing here waiting to see if she falls in.
I'm not going any further.
No? Okay. I'll pan around then. Well, this is not as pretty as the other gorges, but still okay. Good for a swim. A bit more stagnant than the others. So I was just talking to a bloke who's been here 4 times, and he said he's never seen it really pouring. And he goes, and the only time it would be in the wet season. You couldn't get it in here anyway. But yeah, that's it. Next gorge is
Galvansgorge.
Galvin's Gorge. There you go. And we'll just show you this one. That's a weird sign. No vehicles. And look. I don't think you can get a vehicle in here. Yeah. So this is the track up to Galvin's Gorge. It is sensational. There's a bit of a pond here, a nice little waterfall, and some beautiful water lilies. And a few nice rock pools. Sensational. I'd love to park the van right here for a month.